I'm threatening him with violence. Understand? I'm going to unleash violence until he apologizes.
Yeah.
Yes. The violence will not stop until he says, you know what, okay, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I should have never sent cops to come and rough you up. Because why did you open that Pandora's box? You crossed the line. You sent cops to come rough me up. Now what must I do? Must I kill you? And then make a clapping sound. So that's when that clapping sound blips, you know where to clip the film with the audio, because the audio on the film will also have that clap.
Okay, yeah.
So you'll now just sync it.
Thank you. Intro.
How are you doing?
I'm super fine, and you?
That's the intro, don't you?
I wanted to do the intro.
Nah, I'm doing the intro. It's me coaching you.
Are you good?
I'm good, man.
Thank you for coming, man. It's been a while since we talked.
I see you've been speaking to a lot of people.
You said I must dedicate my ass to this. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You came with the newspaper. What's going on? Are you reading something?
No, this is my morning routine to buy the paper.
Yeah. Headline, South Africa cannot afford any fiscal mistakes. What's going on in there?
It's just journalists talking about how we cannot afford, to make mistakes with our monetary policy, whether we are increasing the interest rates or whatever. But it's not South Africa that has to deal with. Well, I guess the fiscus is what? The government's budget, it's treasury, right? Yeah, Enoch Godongwana. So yeah, I mean, he's a neoliberal, so obviously they're enforcing more austere measures. So, now the media needs to now basically reinforce, this opinion that, hey, we need fiscal constraint and whatever.
Yeah. A lot has happened after we spoke, and I want to speak about a lot of stuff, right? I don't even know where to start. Let's start with Macg. For the past few weeks, people have been talking about him, especially on Twitter. This started after he spoke that on his podcast that DJ Maporisa is a gatekeeper, right? Yeah. Are you aware of that?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of banter that is said on the show. Yeah. So they have, him and Maporisa, they've got their back and forth banter, but that's it. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
It's got nothing to do with
DJ Maporisa.
It's got nothing to do with what you call. It's got nothing to do with DJ Maporisa is not a gatekeeper. He's not at that level where he's a gatekeeper. He makes music himself. You understand what I'm saying? And he doesn't decide what music gets played or what music gets released. He's not a gatekeeper. He can't be.
Why do you think people say that?
He can't, because I know I'm a gatekeeper. So I know that he's not a gatekeeper. He's not one of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Macg, as I said, Macg has been having a lot of backlash from Twitter, right? He also had a fight. It's not really a fight with Penuel, saying that Penuel has been.
He was just making banter.
Yeah.
And you saw Penuel didn't come back. Hey, say screw you, Macg. He just explained himself. He's like, yeah, obviously people think that we're bots.
Yeah.
I understand that, and he explained that no, I partnered with this black guy. Black businessman, he's got film, he's been in business, and we partnered with him. And this is a separate show. I've partnered with DJ Spoo. He explained himself. So that was it. Penuel's got his own platform to explain himself. Yeah. And that's what he did. So that was it. There was no need to fight or to beef.
Yeah.
Maporisa also, he's got his own platform to explain himself. People call him a gatekeeper. He goes on to Instagram Live. He speaks for himself.
Which he did.
Yeah. And so, everybody's got their own platform. So why is there a fight now? Why are people fighting?
No, it's just that people from outside, they don't.
No, there are people that are trying to destroy Macg. I've been telling you. Yeah. They're trying to destroy Macg because they know that if Macg is successful, it means that you are going to be encouraged, and then you are going to be successful because you'll be like, yo, I want to be like Macg.
Damn.
That's it.
And you also made few videos talking about that. People
to explain it to people. Exactly. To explain, it's not people that want to cancel him. It's the corporations that are losing. Look at these companies that are here.
Yeah.
Right? Sanlam.
Yeah.
You understand? Sanlam Private Wealth. You don't think that they'd get better mileage if they were advertising on podcasts? Old Mutual. Yeah. I hear. You understand? You don't think they'd get better mileage if they were advertising the Nelson Mandela annual lecture? Why are they advertising it on a newspaper? No one's gonna watch this. So is this really for a social bonding and decolonization in the context of the climate crisis.
Yeah.
How are they doing that on the 12th of November? You understand? How are they doing that without actually inviting people that are actually interested in this subject? This is about selling advertising. As you can see, the government spends a lot of money on this newspaper, Times Live, right?
Yeah.
Times Live is owned by Arena Holdings. The government is basically funding this paper. The government is keeping this paper alive because all of the adverts come from the government agencies. Look at that. Isn't that government?
Yeah,
it's
is.
government. Every single logo that's in the advertising in this newspaper is government. You know?
Yeah.
Basically, the government has a media propaganda machine in Arena Holdings in Times Live.
Yeah.
You know, look at this. SA cannot afford any fiscal mistakes. Why? They're parroting what the policy of government is. They're not critically analyzing it. You know?
Yeah.
Dischem has to post their interim results because, you know, they're a publicly traded company. So they post them. This is just like a formality. They have to post them publicly, and it's tradition to post them in this newspaper. And a lot of the people that might buy shares in Dischem read this newspaper, so they've posted that. That's a private advertiser. How many private advertisers have we found in this whole entire newspaper?
There are a lot, man.
Zero, almost. There's only one. That's the first one. That's the first one. This is the first private company that's advertising that we've seen. Everything else has been government. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a government propaganda machine. That's what that means.
Yeah.
You know? So the traditional media has turned into a government propaganda machine. The same thing goes for IOL. You know?
Yeah.
But now it's the anti-government, or it's the anti-Ramaphosa. It's the other faction.
Yeah.
You know, so Ramaphosa has got investments here, you know what I mean? Shanduka advertises also in this paper. When the Pala scandal broke out, Shanduka advertised in the Business Day, in the Sunday Times, and then you saw very little writing. You can see investigative journalism getting behind the Pala scandal. New revelations have come out about Pala. Are we seeing them in this paper? No, nothing. Why? Because they know who's advertising. You understand?
Yeah.
Here's the second ad, Porsche. See, there's Porsche advertising there. That's Porsche. That's VW. It's advertising. Right underneath there, Audi advertorial, which is also VW. You understand what I'm saying? And you know that Porsche and VW are separating on the stock exchange. Porsche is getting its own private listing. Here's the rest of the other car companies. Now they advertise here. So Isuzu's done their thing, Volvo's done their thing. You know, they're putting up the new models, and then you cover, you know, and then you cover that in the motoring news right next to motorsports. That's motoring news. You understand?
Yeah.
It's an advertorial, basically. They allow the journalist to test drive a new car, they test it, they keep it for a week.
Yeah.
They write an article about it, and then that's it. And then the same car brands buy advertising in the newspaper. Now, are we seeing any proper advertising? No, we're not. We're only seeing Toyota advertising their Fortuner Challenge 2022. Right? That's an advertorial, right? They're announcing that this is an advertorial. But all of this is an advertorial. Because this, they cannot say it's an advertorial because it will look like an advert, and then you'll think that, oh, maybe these stats are not real. But it is, actually. These cars are only featured because they're advertised in the newspaper. Whether they're advertising in today's edition or they advertise in the subsequent editions after their car has been featured, it's still an advertorial. It makes this an advertorial. So you start with this Haval thing, right? You feature them, and then you make sure that they buy ad space in future. That's all it is. That's all it is. We're looking at the media. You understand? Look here. It's a movie.
Yeah, to move the
Chemical or whatever. It's an international movie. You understand?
Yeah, it's probably
The Survivor.
Yeah,
Life is a promise. You keep to fight or whatever. You fight to keep. Life is a promise you fight to keep. You know? That's it. It's got Danny DeVito, you know, Ben Foster. Cool. Yeah. More M10 feeling the pinch from regulation of fintech. See, M10 is on track to report solid growth following the release of third quarter earnings from its listed entities across the continent, including two of its biggest operations in Ghana and Nigeria. However, regulatory oversight continues to pressure on the operator's new pot of gold financial services in a number of its markets. You understand? So they're expanding into the financial services sector, and this is obviously Business Day TV, which has got Vodacom as a sponsor and DSTV as a sponsor because it's on DSTV's channel. So basically, this whole entire newspaper, other than the government's advertising, has got almost no adverts.
Nothing.
I mean, like, how is it making money? How is it still being in print? How is it still in circulation? How are these journalists getting paid?
Because the government is funding them.
Yes, because GCIS, they've got a certain budget they need to spend on media houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, they also have a budget they need to spend on developing media houses. Are they spending that? Have you
No.
been able to apply for it?
No.
Do you have any information? Is there any podcast where people are talking about? Does the GCIS have a podcast that tells podcasters how to apply for funding? No, it doesn't. It keeps that information private. Why? Because it's only supposed to benefit the very few, and it's supposed to make sure that very few have access to media platforms and can actually disseminate the truth to the public, to the masses.
Damn, man.
They want to make sure that they control who can speak to the public, so they can control what is said to the public, so they can control the public.
Yeah, they control the news, like what comes out and what not. Damn.
You understand? And that's why they had to shut down Musa Kaula, because they didn't have control over what he's dropping.
Yo, so why are you still buying newspapers, right?
Just to see what they're doing. I'm also a media platform myself.
Yeah.
These are my competition. I'm competing against them, so I need to see, okay, how's my competition doing? I can see that they're not making money.
Yeah. But they get government funding. So
It's
like,
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that government funding dries up as soon as you change the government.
Damn, I should develop a newspaper or something.
Nah, not yet. Wait until the government changes and then you can get funding for it. You understand? Build up your platform, build up your network, and then build up your media platform to be a place where you can get government funding. And then wait for new incumbents to come in after the election. Make sure that you push your elected officials. You campaign for them so that they can go out there, and once they're elected, they can act in your interests. It's called state capture.
Damn,
That's how it's always been done.
Damn.
Oh no, it's called lobbying. I'm sorry. Yes.
Wow, man, this is something else, bro. Hey, whatever. Let's take it back to Twitter, because that's where I find my news. I don't find news
Yeah,
anywhere.
but on the news, on Twitter, these journalists are the ones who've got verified accounts. These journalists and these media houses, when they post something, that's when it trends.
Yeah.
When Times Live posts an article about NOTA, and then all of these articles about NOTA come, and then NOTA's trending.
Yeah.
When NOTA's got like 50,000 tweets about him, he's not trending. Why? Because these media houses are not now selling a story using my name. So when they write an article about me, they get all their Twitter promoters to push that article about me, and then you find me trending.
Yeah.
And then when they see that it's not convenient for me to trend anymore, they don't write an article about me. So now it's just got a whole lot of organic people tweeting about me, but I'm not on the trends list. But when you search my name, you see a whole lot of people engaging. When you look at my mentions, it's blowing up. You understand? And that's when it shows you that everything I've been saying. Because every time I post and I'm trending, I say I trend organically. I don't have to pay promoters in the whole entire time. I'm flossing that these guys have to pay promoters.
You're probably trending now.
No. I floss that these guys have to pay promoters for them to trend, right? They have to pay people for them to trend. I do things. I make content that will trend. And then on the weekend, I dropped that cop car. You didn't see my name trending. You trend maybe on Trends for You, but it didn't trend on the normal South Africa list. Why? Because the media did not want to cover it, because it makes the police look bad. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to cover it. But I know that police videos on TikTok do very well.
Everywhere, even on Twitter, everywhere.
Any video of the police, any
video, WhatsApp groups,
anything that's got to do with the police doing wrong, doing whatever. You've got a video with the police, it's gonna trend. So when I see the police, I shoot videos because I know these guys they're gonna trend. You understand? There's a cop who's a meme now. He's a famous meme. The whole entire country is everywhere. You know, you can't go anywhere. I made him famous.
I still cannot believe that you did that, man. It's like,
I told the nigga I'm gonna make you famous.
Come on, a nigga just wake up, goes to work, the next thing you're a meme. Come on, man.
Exactly. Why? Are you making yourself a meme? Why are you always doing illegal roadblocks?
Yeah.
You know? And you know as a young black man that, cops, they abuse you guys.
Yeah, they do.
And you guys just bow down because you don't want the smoke. You don't want the trouble. Because it's not worth it, right, for you. The fight is not worth it.
Yeah, we don't know how to fight, and we don't want smoke, as you say, so it's not easy for us to fight back.
You understand?
Yeah, like, plus some of us don't know much about, like, the laws and everything.
And the Criminal Procedure Act, the Road Traffic Management Act, all of those things.
Because we might just sleep on cells, we don't know, so we just like, hey, do what you do, leave us alone.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your freedom over some dumb shit. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make sure that these people aren't able to abuse their power. They're actually there to do their jobs. Because that's the problem that we have in this country. We have this problem where they say, oh, gender-based violence and femicide is a pandemic and everything else. And who do they blame? They blame innocent black men. Like myself and yourself. For the minority of men who abuse and who enact violence and who commit murder and all that stuff. There's a guy who was in the Palm Ridge magistrate courts now. He admitted he did 130 something counts of sexual assault or whatever and rape. Right? But it's one guy.
Yeah,
that's my thing. But when they measure the stats, they say
all blame.
understand? They say no. A girl gets raped every 3 seconds or something like that. And now you think that there's a separate man raping a new girl every. But there's these bad apples, and we're not rooting out these bad apples. In the way we're
even when stats comes out, it comes out like that
as an average. And then you can't even see where is the concentration of these sexual assaults. Where are these sexual assaults actually happening? In which communities? How do we actually address it? And then they have a whole entire seminar, a summit of ministers that are there that know nothing, that know fuck all, that do fuck all, and then they have people coming in from the crowd to actually tell them in Dabazabo, and those things go viral, and then yes, we say, yes, she spoke, and then she goes back home, and then yes, they celebrate her as a hero, but nothing actually effectively happens, nothing effectively changes, you know, it's just a whole entire show. So I am actually trying to make sure that the change happens. I'm forcing the change to happen. When people see cops, they want to see that they're doing their job. Otherwise, they're gonna scream at the cops, hey, son, bizelu no tanin. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what needs to happen. It's not like the mayor cannot see what I'm doing. It's not like the people up there cannot see what I'm doing. It's out there. It's on the timelines. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see. When I explain that you guys are not following the Road Traffic Management Act, I'm saying that in the video. Then people are going to search, what is the Road Traffic Management Act? What does it say? What is the duty of these metro cops? What is the duty of these traffic police officers? What is the Criminal Procedures Act? How can they arrest you? When they arrest you, what are the grounds for them arresting you? What justifies that they can put you in the back of a van? You know, you can't just be put in the back of a van. Why are you being restricted or denied your freedom? You don't have a warrant for your arrest or anything else. They just suspect something and they put you in the back of a van. And because you're a black man and you don't want to question anything, you get into the back of a van, you sit in the back of the cell. And what if something happens to you? What if something happens to you in that cell? There's nothing you can do. How are you going to appeal to IPID? IPID doesn't investigate their colleagues. They don't. I've got a case against the police right now. They're dragging their feet. They're taking as long as it takes, but it's fine. I've got time.
Damn. Thank you for calling them out. They're probably scared now when they see a Mercedes Benz going around. Like, hey, it's probably not. Like, thank you. But are you not scared? Sometimes they're gonna, because some people have anger issues, right? You might get shot at any time.
By a police officer. So, have you ever heard of a story of a police officer who got angry and just shot some guy?
Probably.
No. No, you haven't. No.
But I know one who shot his family because.
Okay, who are their family members? Are they famous?
No.
Exactly. That's the thing. They don't shoot people who are known. They don't arrest people who are known. They don't. They don't. When you are known, the police don't do their job. They take pictures. Yeah. That's it.
And that's the sad part of it.
You understand what I'm saying? So the law does not apply equally to all of us. We're not equal before the law. Some people are above the law. That's exactly what I was trying to show in that video. That, listen, I've gotten myself to a position where I am now above the law. So I'm not using myself being above the law to break the law. I'm not saying, okay, fine, I'm famous and everything else. I can sell drugs. I can corrupt children. I can, you know, open a shebeen and have underage kids drinking there or anything else. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm obeying the law. I've got the power to break the law and get away with it with impunity, but I don't do that. I use the power that I have to actually force the cops to enforce the laws. You understand what I'm saying? I'm forcing them to enforce the laws because I'm showing them that people are breaking the laws with impunity.
You're just forcing them to do their job, actually.
Imagine I have to force them. After paying them. I have to pay them and then I have to force them to do their job. Imagine.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And that's why our country is in the dire strait that it's in. Because it's every man for himself, everyone's just doing their own thing. And we don't have any law enforcement. The justice minister, he's also useless. Useless. Useless because he allows all these judges to get bribed.
Everyone is.
Look, right now, that Shimza case that we spoke about in the past, right? Right now, it shouldn't have even had a judgment. They rushed the judgment because they knew that they were getting a bag for it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So then people say, okay, no, fine. I thought about appealing. Why would I appeal if the judge is already paid for his bought?
There's nothing that he's gonna do.
He's gonna make sure that the appeal doesn't allow the appeal because he's gonna protect himself. Because if he allows the appeal, then it will be obvious that, dog, you are bought. Because if you read the judgment, you can see that, no, man. You understand? So it's fine. We'll pay Shimza that money, but we'll make sure that as a condition of paying him that money, we're going to drag his name through the mud. We're going to make sure that his name is dragged through the mud. So that payment will come with the punishment, right? And that judge will also be thrown in on that.
Yeah.
He'll also be exposed. The judgment will make a meal of it.
Yeah.
We'll make a meal of it. We'll make an example. We'll set an example with Shimza. You know, Shimza will be analogous with corruption.
Yeah.
Whenever you see Shimza, you'll think corruption.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whenever you see Shimza, you must just ask him for money because he stole the government's money anyway. So he must give you some of your money. Just when you see Shimza, just say, "Give me my money, man.
Hey.
Give me my money, man.
Yeah.
Give me my money, man. Just give me my money. If Shimza's driving a nice car, just take it, confiscate it. He bought it with your money anyway.
Yeah.
You understand? If you see Shimza in a nice house, go to his house, sit on the couch,
Yeah.
show for, change the channel.
Yeah.
Watch whatever TV channel you want to watch. It's fine.
Yeah.
The government is paying for it. Cyril Ramaphosa is paying for it. Don't worry. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how you must treat Shimza. Don't book him. If you're a promoter, don't book Shimza. Why would you book him? Tell him to come and play. He's being paid by the government already, Agir. So why must you now book him? No, he must come and play. He must be on national duty. He's the president's DJ. Exactly. He must pray for the president. That's the only way to treat Shimza.
But that situation is super fucked up because you're getting sued for saying something that you believe is true, right? And everybody
that
knows.
everybody is talking about it.
Yeah,
That is already
everybody
there,
knows,
that
right?
it's being covered, and already he's being questioned. He's being questioned
Yeah.
by the Public Service Commission. He's under investigation, actually. He admitted that in court.
Yeah.
That question was asked in court while he was on the stand. So even in the judgment, even on the record, it said that I am under investigation right now for possible corruption. But you are awarded 200,000 rands because someone said that you are involved in corruption.
Because
How? How can you be awarded if you're still under investigation? That investigation has not been concluded, but the judgment is already out. That's suspect. So that does mean that judgment can be falsified once the conclusion of the Public Service Commission's investigation proves that you didn't follow the PFMA, you didn't go out to tender, you were awarded a contract illegally. And you must remember that this contract was not just awarded to Shimza. Shimza's the only one that sued me out of it. Why didn't Somizi sue me? Why didn't? Because he knows that he didn't follow the right procedures, right?
Yeah.
But he also knows that he's protected. Didn't Somizi have a case against Fikile Mbalula? Mbalula opened up a case, and then what happened? After that, they're now taking pictures. They're now buddy again. How can I be opening a criminal case against you, and you're my buddy? Now, come on.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Come on, man. They must stop that nonsense, and they must stop thinking we're fools.
It's because for us, like podcasters and stuff, when you get sued and now you have to pay, like when I saw that I saw a podcast, I don't remember where were you. You said you're gonna pay and stuff. I'm like, yo, what's gonna happen to us? Like we young podcasters, we can say something here on the podcast, and then the next day you get an email, you're getting sued 200K. I don't have.
No, that's fine. The judgment didn't say that I cannot say anything. It just said I must pay him 200K. That's it. That's it. So it doesn't stop me from saying what I've been saying. In fact, it says the charge, the cost for saying whatever you want to say is 200K. I'm going to make sure that 200K is worth every penny.
Yeah.
You understand?
Like what I'm saying is, you have the money, you can pay. And then there's us people who are super broke. Then, like Ria, you got sued by Bonang, right?
But she's not claiming any money from him. She's not sending sheriffs to come and touch his ass. She's not going to do that.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows she's not going to do that. She got the judgment so that she could clean her name and whatever.
Yeah.
She got what she wanted out of it.
Yeah.
She's fine.
So I get an email tomorrow that says you're getting sued. What do I do?
How? You send it to your spam.
Come on.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You send it to your spam, dog. Unless you get something from the sheriff, from the court.
Yeah.
Ignore it. Seriously. You know, you got freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
back to news. Few days ago, you called out Black Coffee. You made a video saying that he doesn't own his Times Life, right? He's just
Arena
a fund.
Holdings.
Yeah.
He does, but he doesn't, dog.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah. When you were calling him out, right, you then mentioned his son, right? Why did you do that?
Oh, why shouldn't I? What's wrong?
No, the thing is just that you have beef with his father, right? But now you take...
No, I have beef with his family. Yes, his whole family. Yes. I have beef with the whole family. I get it, he's the head of the household, the breadwinner of the family.
Yeah.
Yes. For the sins of the father, the son will have to pay. He uses his son as part of his beef. He uses his son to shield his image. So if he's going to use his son to protect himself, I'm going to make sure that that protection also gets hit. I'm not like threatening him with violence or anything else. No.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
No, my violence is a different kind of violence.
Yeah.
I'm threatening him with violence. Understand? I'm going to unleash violence until he apologizes.
Yeah.
Yes. The violence will not stop until he says, you know what, okay, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I should have never sent cops to come and rough you up. Because why did you open that Pandora's box? You crossed the line. You sent cops to come rough me up. Now what must I do? Must I kill you?
Just keep quiet.
No.
That's probably what you thought. You thought you were gonna do.
Exactly. Oh, he thought wrong, dog. You don't go that far and not think, if this doesn't go according to plan, how angry is this guy gonna be? What type of vengeance is this guy gonna want? I want vengeance. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want vengeance. That's what I want.
Because, hey, he stepped on the wrong button.
That's the thing. And people are saying, but why did Coffee, like, NOTA, like, out of everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, why did he cause that beef for himself? Why would he cause a beef with me, dog? I'm the authority. I am the authority, bro.
The authority.
You understand? I'm not some just one-handed disabled person who people feel sorry for. No, dog. Understand? No. And I'm going to rock up to his show. And it's going to be a movie, dog. It's going to be a movie. The crowd is going to be screaming my name.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying? The crowd is going to be screaming my name. You understand?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a movie. And there's going to be people recording it and filming it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a show.
Just like the story.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be a show. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to lift a finger. I just have to be there. That's it. My presence is a present. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm going to gift him that.
Damn, man. I'm waiting for that moment, man.
Wait. It's coming soon.
Yeah, because like
2022.
when you came out, like when you replied to your tweet, you said, are you not threatening my son, my family? Is in Miami now and stuff and like.
No, he said he wasn't, man.
Yeah,
he posted a gig, a previous gig.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I'm just sending this guy Big Zulu's number. He's a podcaster from Italy in Milan.
Yeah.
So I'm letting him know that. Yo, there's another fellow South African that's in town. I don't know. Maybe if you could text him and just tell him that I got your numbers from NOTA. Big Zulu. He's in Milan right now. So yeah. Just check if you can hit him up. He had a show last night. I'm not too sure when he'll be returning, but maybe you might have a moment to chat with him while it's still early. And I'll post the picture quickly. So yeah. So, you know, I'm just plugging Big Zulu with some of my contacts in Italy. So, I mean, look, you know, he doesn't do what I do for the game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. He you know, yes, he helps his friends, but those are a few friends.
Yeah, few friends, yeah.
You know what I mean? And look at the friends that he's helped. Where are they now? They're nowhere. They've got no influence in the game anymore. Neuphonic, no influence. DJ Fresh, no influence. None of them, no influence. So, therefore...
Yeah. On that note, man, I would like to thank
I got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand? I got you.
Yeah.
You understand? And a whole lot of other podcasters, a whole lot of other content creators who have done things for. Will say, no matter what you say about NOTA, that nigga, at least he makes time for us.
Yeah.
At least when we call him and we need something, he's there for us.
Yeah.
When do you call Black Coffee and he's there for you?
Man, I don't even email him. It's like,
Never.
I know.
Never. He'll never help anybody else. That's why he's trying to help his son.
Yeah.
Because he sees that, okay, fine, I wasn't able to make it when I was young. Let me use my son's youth. Nah, dog, your son's not fucking talented, bro. He's not. Otherwise, if he was talented, he would have had a viral video of him doing DJ mixes that people are going crazy over. He's just your son, that is it. It's just, oh, it's Black Coffee son, Black Coffee son,
that's
Black
what
Coffee
he's
son.
known for, yeah.
That's it, you're known for Black Coffee son and that's it. You'll die as Black Coffee son. You'll never be great.
Damn.
You understand? It's so, no?
Come on. You know now, okay, as I was saying, man, like, when you speak about the game and what you're doing for the game, I would like to thank you personally, like, you have done a lot for the game, you have done a lot for me, it's like, for everyone, man, you putting us on.
Thank you, bro.
It's like,
I appreciate that.
every podcaster knows that when you call NOTA, it's gonna pull up, no doubt. And thank you for that. I really appreciate that.
No problem. Man.
Like,
thank you.
I don't know how many times do I think of you is like, where's NOTA? Even when I get on my Instagram, I'm like, let me check his status first. What is he doing? Like, you always in my mind. Like, yo, man, you're doing a lot for the game, man. It's like, for us young podcasters, it's super hard, and some people don't know. You invite somebody, they're not even influential as you, but they want 3K for petrol. Yeah, just to come to the show is like crazy.
I mean, like, the thing is that a lot of people have got the wrong assumptions about what podcasting is. It's not a radio station. Radio station has got advertisers, it's making money.
Yeah.
You don't even demand that radio stations give you money when you have to show up for an interview on a radio station.
Yeah.
You respect that it's a promotional platform and you can sell your product to the audience that they've already created for themselves, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what you should be able to do with podcasts. You should be, you know, selling your brand to the audience that these people have created for themselves, and, you know, bringing yourself to these platforms so that you can share your story, so that you can share your own narrative, you can give your own perspective. And that's what we should be doing. We should be volunteering for these platforms because we're helping to build a media landscape that we can then, once it's built and once it's developed and once people start making money, that's when we can start making demands.
Yeah, and that we can say we proudly own.
You understand? When Vlad TV started, he couldn't afford to pay people for interviews. But now he built up, now he pays people. He says, yo, I'm going to call you for your time and I'm going to pay you to come through. And that's why people come voluntarily, and you can't stop him from having people come through because he pays them, because he's making money. The same thing's going to happen with Macg. The same thing's going to happen with you eventually. The same thing's going to happen with DJ Spoo. You know, the same thing's going to happen with Nkululeko.
Yeah.
You know, the same thing's going to happen on many of these platforms.
Yeah.
That they're going to be able to afford the time of the people that they bring in, and they're going to be able to monetize the episodes. Soon you're going to be able to say, listen, when you come on an episode, all the money that's made off the episode, we share the revenue.
You
know, however, you know, each episode, we can make an episode into an NFT. People really like the episode, they buy the NFT of the episode, clean that, and they support all of us. And the money circulates amongst whoever it's supposed to circulate amongst, and then we are able to develop better content, and we are able to also encourage other people to then get into this content business. Because if they see you welcome, clean, sharp, Kate clean, then they see you remove your gold teeth, they see you put on retainers, you know what I mean? They see, okay, clean, man is now starting to make money, he's starting to improve himself, you know what I mean? You know, then maybe this is something I can do. You know, in future. Soon enough, your parents will be proud of what you're doing.
I thank you, man. Like,
I appreciate it.
Because I remember when I invited you, you are the most easiest. Like, okay, no long messages, no nothing. Because when you invite most people, they're not even influential. They'll be like, send me a link. Let me see what you have done before. I'm unknown. I'm just a kid trying to make this thing work, right? And you say, who have you had on the show before? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, well, you see, that's a thing. It's an attitude thing. But we have to change those attitudes. So we understand that that's the type of media landscape that they come from, where they expect you to be a platform that's known and reputable. You know, they expect you to be a Kaya FM. You're not a Kaya FM. It's a completely different landscape right now. It's online media, and we're building it, we're developing it, you know, and you can either be a part of the people that are putting it together, the pioneers, you know, a contributor, or you can be one of those bystanders who are going to watch it grow and blossom and be left behind, you know, without ever playing your part or contributing anything to it. And that would be a sad position to be in, because you watch something developing, you watch something growing, there's an opportunity for you to get involved and to find your own space within that whole entire mix. And
you just stand like this,
you know, because you're unwilling to, you know, expose yourself to something that is different from what you already know.
I don't know, man. Like, maybe in South Africa they still have like some other perspectives about podcasting and stuff. I don't know what
they're going to change. The more content that there is, the more people are going to... Like, I was listening to Zama Jobe's interview. She was doing an interview with Nkululeko and Culture. And I could tell from the way she speaks on that interview that she's been watching a lot of podcasts. And I could tell from the things that she's been saying that she's also learning. She's also using the internet to learn more about the industry. You know, a lot of artists, when they speak about the industry, they come from a bitter place. You know, she doesn't come from a place of bitterness. She comes from a place of understanding, you know, and knowing. You know, it seems like she's done the interior work that it takes for someone to actually see how they've been thrust into an industry that maybe they didn't understand, and how they've progressed in that and how they could have done better, reflecting, you know what I mean, and or how they could still improve, or whether they or not they still want to be part of that industry, or whether they want to move to something else. And you can see that she's had those reflections and that introspection. So that's encouraging. And that's because a whole lot more people are sharing, a whole lot more people are reflecting and doing some introspection work, and it's encouraging others to share. And it's encouraging others to look into themselves, you know. And so you guys are doing a great job. You are also doing a good job because you're investing your time as well. You have to pay for the studio. How do you get the money to pay for the studio time?
NSFAS.
So you use your NSFAS money? Okay. At least. That's good. Man. No, that's good.
I took your advice last time we spoke. You said you'd rather be broke in your 20s and live good in your 30s.
Trust me, dog.
So...
I was broke in my 20s, dog. All through my 20s. Not that I didn't make money, or I just wasn't spending it. You know, I just didn't allow myself to have extravagances and expenses. And that's why my 30s are so free. You know, I can now impart knowledge because I've got the experience of my 20s, all the grinding, and now I can reflect and share with you guys and encourage you guys so that, you know, because a lot of, in their 20s, you want to conquer the world. But you don't realize that it takes time, it takes progress.
It takes a lot, man.
You know?
Yeah, it takes a lot.
You know, and if you want to eat an elephant, you have to do it one bite at a time. So you bite off a lot more than you can chew at first. And then you spit out a bit, and you start chewing smaller pieces, and then once you're, you know, once your jaw is stronger, you know, you can take bigger chunks of it as you progress. So that's encouraging that at least you took that advice and you're investing in yourself, because you're making sure that you're getting your education, one, so you're working on what's between the ears, right? What's between the ears, right? Because these are the receptors which you receive all your information. And once what's in between here is a better receptor, right? That means that you can get more value out of what you're, you know, the input. And then that means that you've got better outputs. Once you've got better outputs, you know, you're able to use those outputs to create even more value. And once you're able to scale that, then the growth is exponential. And then the value comes back to you.
Try, man.
No,
like you didn't
be consistent.
Like you know why I think most people love you more. It's like it's not like you only help podcasters only. Even musicians, you have put a lot of people on. It's not just like it's only a certain group of people. No,
not just them. Anybody. And anybody, petrol attendants,
a lot of people,
just people, random people on the streets, you know, that's
except police officers.
No, even them, I'm helping them. You know, because there are a lot of police officers that do their job, and they're given a bad name by the ones that don't do their job. You know what I mean? And the ones that don't do their job need to be called out, and I'm exposing them, like, by face. I'm not calling out all the police. And I'm not going to the police station.
It's not like
I'm going for those guys. Yes, exactly. Those guys who are breaking the laws, and I'm saying these are the guys that are the bad apples. And I'm helping the police root out the bad apples amongst themselves.
What happened with, I think I saw a video of you going to this police officer at their home or something.
I followed them home.
Why home?
Well, I mean, they skipped, they passed the traffic light. They skipped the traffic light that was broken, and they were directed by a hobo. You know, if you have a car accident, right? And you say, no, I was directed by the hobo at the traffic light, the insurance is not going to pay.
Damn.
Yes, because not an official. It's not
just a random person.
It's not a traffic official. So insurance is going to say, no, that's not a recognized traffic official. So now we're in danger. This is Sandton. It's the richest square mile in Africa where the most expensive cars in South Africa all drive. So what type of risk are we putting all of these cars when we have hobos directing traffic?
And it's not only
insurance is not going to pay.
Everywhere.
Sasria is not going to pay.
The hobos are like controlling the traffic.
You understand? But in town.
And it's crazy.
Like how are we allowing that? And then what are the criminals saying when they see that there's no law enforcement?
Take advantage.
You understand? They take advantage. And then who drives on these roads? It's our mothers, it's our wives, it's our sisters. We're allowing our mothers, our wives, and our sisters to drive on the roads when there's no law enforcement to protect them? No, we can't do that.
Damn.
So now what we're going to do? We're going to ban women from driving because we know that it's unsafe out there in the streets. You know, a woman in a car is unsafe because there's no law enforcement. So now women are not allowed to drive. So now we're back to Saudi Arabia.
Damn. And it's super scary, man. Like, yo, to drive out there is like, yo.
It is, at night. Even when you're alone as a man at night, when you stop at the robots, you're scared.
Yeah.
That's why people don't stop at the robots. They're scared.
I know most people don't stop, especially at night. Like just. Psh.
You understand why? Because they're fearful.
Yeah.
Because you could lose your life. It could be a stupid mistake. You'd be like, why did I stop? Now I'm dead.
Yeah.
You understand? But you can't say that from heaven or hell. You understand? So the consequences, the consequences of us not addressing this problem of lawlessness, the consequences of us not addressing the lack of law enforcement are that people will die. Those are the consequences, and I can't live with those consequences.
Yeah.
I cannot be stuck in traffic because there's too many funerals in my neighborhood because I didn't do anything to stop the carnage that's going to kill people. I cannot do that. People in Soweto do that. You know, they attend the funerals. They want to be there for the free food. You know, but they don't do anything to stop the carnage that's killing them. You know, it takes a brave Ntlantlalaks to actually stand up and say, listen, I can't be burying my cousins, my brothers, my friends every single weekend because there's lawlessness in our community. And there's no progress.
Hey man, like it's super helpful for the community of Soweto, man. Like he stands up for Soweto, like,
and he's encouraging other people to stand up for their own communities as well.
Because I remember, I think last month they bombed an ATM in some garage and stuff. He stood up and say, "Yo, stop this shit, man! Like it's super unsafe. Like if you bomb here, right, your FNB or Capitec or whatever, they're gonna remove their ATMs, and where are you gonna withdraw money now?"
Exactly, and it's unsafe. And imagine already we're living in poverty, we're living in squalor, and now we're living with violence as well. And we're just black people. So the violence is amongst us. We're killing each other. We're killing ourselves. We're making our environment untenable. You know? And why? Why? There's no reason. Because it's not like these people are living off of this crime. They need that quick buck. Because you can get a grant if you need food. You know what I mean? You can go to a soup kitchen if you're hungry. I'm serious.
We're making our environment to be dangerous, and we live in it. It's
you understand?
crazy.
It's the worst thing. It's like what happens in America. You know, if you listen to the music, they're making the environment dangerous because they're encouraging that type of behavior. They're celebrating it. They celebrate the gangsters. They honor them. They rap about them in songs. They raise their names up high. And then when people die, they paint murals. They make them as if they're martyrs and heroes. But they're just encouraging more and more black death. And the concentration of that violence happens to be in their communities. So their communities are unlivable. And now you can have multimillionaires like Takeoff being killed at a dice game, at a random dice game or whatever.
That's crazy, man.
You understand? It's like how?
You're a millionaire, man. Why are you in that place in the first place?
But either way, why are you hanging around gangsters? Why is that culture like cool? That now, you know, we don't get proper security. We hang around gangsters to keep us safe. And then that's how you end up dying.
And then... no justice.
There's no justice because now we have to keep it quiet because, you know, you got shot by one of your friends. It's friendly fire.
Damn.
You know, it was an accident. You got killed by accident. How? Is a multimillionaire, you know, 28 years old, guy who's revolutionized hip-hop music. You know, I mean, in the past decade, the Migos are probably the most prominent group. They're the most prominent group since, you know, groups stopped being popular. I mean, Wu-Tang Clan is probably the last big super group. Outkast. Since Outkast. They're the biggest group in hip-hop since Outkast.
Since,
You understand? You know, they're the new Outkast. And then what happens to them? Die like that.
It's crazy.
Gun violence. You're supposed to get rich and rap to get
get
out of that.
It's something that I don't want. I just don't want to die.
So what is the trap?
Get killed.
If not a trap? It's a trap. Yes, they're trapped in the trap. They're trapped in the vicious cycle of violence. They're perpetuating the violence, they celebrate the violence, they glorify the violence, and they succumb to it.
It starts on songs, like they make songs, gang gang. Then
and
then
the
people
attitude.
will listen, right?
And have that attitude.
The gangs that listen.
The same way I say...
they start acting like that. They're like, yo, this is the life. We need to live like this. Then it comes back to you.
That's the ghetto gospel. You understand? The ghetto gospel is whatever the artist decides is the ghetto gospel. So if you're making your ghetto gospel, black on black violence, gun culture and all that stuff, then that's the song you're going to sing. You're going to be burying your brothers. You're going to be burying your sisters. And there's going to be nothing. And then it's going to show that black lives do not matter. Because who cares the least about black lives? It's black people. because they're the ones taking each other's lives.
Man, I don't want to die just like that.
Think
It's
about
like,
it. People are saying defund the police, right?
Yeah.
How many black people are killed by the police compared to how many black people are killed by black people? How many black people are killed by the police, and how many black people are killed in drill music and gangster rap? So, if you want to defund anything, defund drill, defund gangster rap, defund trap, defund American hip hop. And that's why I've been so against American hip hop and it coming to our shores. Because I don't want the kids today to grow up with those values from America. I don't want them to be brainwashed by what's happening in America. And then you find South African young kids now carrying around guns and all that type of stuff. Because those are the lyrics that are coming in the songs. And when it's local kids that are starting to spit these lyrics, then you're going to see local kids holding these clips. You're going to see local kids shooting each other, killing each other. And here we're a black majority country. We can afford that. In America, the black people can kill each other, decimate each other. They're foreigners there. That's not their home. Right? Even if they were to die out there, it's fine. There's a lot more of us back here. Here, we are the people of here. We cannot self-destruct. We cannot destroy our culture because Americans are making money off of black trauma, which is sold into white communities, which are which are divorced from the consequences of their consumption.
It's something that we really don't speak about, man. Like, music really brainwash people.
It does.
Because, like, when you're listening to something, especially as a kid, you just take yourself to those, like, when somebody says, yo, gang shooting and stuff, you just imagine yourself as that guy. Like, yo, I'm that gangster. And in which they're just sitting in the studio, they're not even a gangster.
Exactly. That's why Kanye is using his influence to bring people to God. Yeah. We're not doing the violence anymore. That's why they're saying, okay, fine, let's do gospel. Yeah. Let's praise the Lord. Let's bring it back to God. You know, God did.
Let's just get into Kanye, man. Like, a lot has been happening. They're trying to cancel him. It's like crazy.
Yeah. It just shows you that this whole entire thing is a charade. Right? He's like, okay, fine. Now, what does it take to be a billionaire? Okay, let me do what it takes to be a billionaire. Okay, fine. And then, if I'm a billionaire, how do I stay a billionaire? Or I mustn't say what I want to say. I must just keep quiet.
You must just keep quiet.
No, then I must say what I want to say. Take those billions. I'm not going to keep your billions so that I can be silent. So I must be the dumbest billionaire. I must be quiet, shut up and dribble. They gave LeBron the billion. You understand? Gave $1 billion just to
keep quiet.
You understand? Gave LeBron $1 billion just to Nike treat employees just like slave. Gave LeBron $1 billion just to not to go away, not to run away. You know the runaway slaves. Gave LeBron $1 billion not to run away. So that's why LeBron
kept quiet.
You understand? That's why when Elon Musk buys Twitter, LeBron is like, oh no, hey, the N-word is being... Dude, when have you ever been angry that the N-word is used in rap songs? You play your videos listening to songs that say the N-word, N-word, N-word. You know your fans. You've got lots of white fans.
Every 2 minutes.
And you are saying the N-word. You are normalizing it. Come on, bro. Come on. Like, that is some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. You know what I mean? So LeBron is like a hypocrite. You know, now he's being told to tweet against... like, LeBron is not a voice for black people. And we've never trusted LeBron as a voice for us. He must just keep his mouth the fuck shut.
Nobody cares about his opinions anyway. Nobody. We don't play LeBron for every time Kanye speaks, everybody listens. Like every black person listens.
Exactly.
Like, yo,
exactly.
Let's hear what he says.
That's exactly how it should be.
But it's crazy, man. Like they're canceling him and stuff. Yo,
they can't cancel him. He's uncancelable.
Yeah.
The people that love him, support him, listen to him, and will always follow him, no matter what he does. So he's uncancelable. It's like me. They can't cancel me.
You got nothing to lose.
You know.
What do you think what's gonna happen with Yeezy?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you think might happen, like, with Yeezy?
Nothing. Yeezy is now more valuable. Yeezy just jumped over Jumpman. Yeezy is no longer part of Adidas. It's out. It's independent now. He's finally independent. Jordan is still owned by Nike.
Crazy.
You understand? Jordan is stuck there. He made it out. He made it out of the plantation. And guess what? It's never been cheaper and easier to manufacture sneakers. Manufacturing is very much easy. And guess what he did? He innovated this new age of manufacturing, 3D printing and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very easy for him to set up his own manufacturing.
Yeah.
And the reason why he was so profitable for Adidas is because his stuff was sold at a premium markup. So when you buy your normal Adileets, right?
Yeah.
They don't sell them at a markup. They sell them enough so that you sell them
yeah.
at scale, and they've got a slight markup on it, right?
Yeah.
On Yeezy, that's where they actually make a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the most profitable product. That's where they actually make their
Yeah.
profits. These other things are them so they can scale, they can keep a going concern, but where they make their products are off their exclusive Yeezy products.
Yeezy, yeah.
So now their most profitable product is gone.
Yeah.
And guess what? There is no one as influential as Yeezy. Not Pharrell, not Beyonce. Nobody. They got nobody else that can. You take Yeezy out of Adidas. You don't got anyone making premium sneakers at Adidas.
Even before
you take Will Smith out of the cinema, and you don't have people coming in to buy popcorn. You understand?
Yeah, just like that.
Yes, just like that. Very simple. They'll watch Chris Rock at home, Netflix special.
Yeah, crazy, man. You know, I was speaking to one of my friends. He said that maybe Kanye have been wanting out of Adidas, and now he's just like, okay, you cut me out. This is what I've been wanting.
Nah, he's been waiting to get his money right. He got his billions. They owe him 2 billion. Yes, they owe him 2 billion.
And you can't tell me nothing.
Wait till I get my money right. He warned
You can't tell me nothing.
I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I woke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'd be back in a second. Damn, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested.
Yeah, man. It's been saying it. You can't tell me nothing.
You can't tell me nothing. So he trained us. So us as his fans who've been listening to him, like none of us is a surprise. It's all been part of the plan. He's been rapping about it for so long.
Yeah. Damn. He's a proper G, man. Like every time I see him, I think of you, man. I don't know. It's like I don't know how many times I think of you a day, man. I just need to print like a picture of you where I live. It's like, okay, just like this one. Like maybe I'll be happy. Right. Let's take it back to you, man. You have been posting videos of you and your wife. Some old videos, cause I
posted my old videos.
Are they all old?
Yeah, I've got lots of footage. I took lots of footage. I took my wife on many vacations. I took her on many trips. You can see that she.
I can see.
Yeah, you can see she.
There's
she
this
was
one.
living the soft life. Yeah. Which one?
There's this one, right? I think you were giving her an advice or something. Is it recent or?
Yeah. It's I think it's almost 2 years old, that one. Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah. I was giving her advice.
I thought she was back at home.
No. She's homeless.
Come on, man. I was super happy. Like, Mrs. Baloy,
No.
Back at home.
She's homeless. She needs to appreciate what she's lost. You understand? She needs to appreciate it. She needs to actually understand what it is. Because her husband is on a mission. That man is unstoppable.
Man,
With or without you, that man is moving. He's shaking the country. With or without you. You cannot stop him. You cannot prevent him from... You need to work on yourself. You need to figure out what it is about your husband that intimidates you so much. That it makes you fearful of just appreciating him for who and what he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything that he's done for you as well. Everything that you're able to do right now is because he's set you up. You are set up. You are well set up. Your husband made sure that you're well set up. You can't be taken advantage of. You can't be exploited. He made sure that you've got knowledge. You're know
super good.
Yeah, you're good. And who's that? That's him. That's how good I am. I don't even need to be physically present.
Man, I was super happy, man. Like when I saw that, are you aware that you two are slowly becoming a power couple?
Look, we represent a lot of hope for not only our country but our continent and our people. You know, so obviously the devil is going to try everything he can.
Yeah.
And the devil is going to come for the weak spot.
Yeah.
So who does he come for? He comes for Eve.
Yeah.
And then he offers her the apple.
Yeah.
You understand? So when she came with an apple, I said, we've got everything. We've got the entire orchard.
You should have eaten the apple as well.
No, I've got an entire apple orchard.
Yeah.
Yes. I've got the entire orchard. I don't need to pick apples. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. We've got everything we need.
Yeah.
Baby, put that apple back in the tree because we have everything we need.
Yeah.
That's what Kanye said.
To ourselves.
When Jesus is king, yes. We have everything we need. You know, we have the Lord Jesus.
So when are we welcoming her back, man? It's been some time. Man.
No, not yet. Not this year.
Come on, bro.
I've got work to do, and she needs to come back. When she comes back, she needs to show that she's remorseful, number one, and she also needs to show that she's committed to what God has put us here to do.
Yeah.
You know, because right now she's turning her back on God. She's pleasing the devil.
Yeah. Are you guys talking? Like daily?
No, I can't talk to someone who's pleasing the devil, dog. I'm godly. I walk with God. Do you understand?
But she's your wife, and
yes,
communication is key.
That's the thing. But I cannot communicate to the devil. You understand? I need her to rebuke the devil. I need her to cast him aside. You understand?
Yeah.
And say, listen, I'm submitting myself to my home. I'm submitting myself to my husband. He is the authority of our home.
Yeah.
He will guide us. He will be our navigator. That's it. Now the devil is telling her she must grab the steering wheel while I'm driving. She's going to get us killed.
Hey, man. Super tricky.
It's tricky, but, you know, these are the responsibilities that one needs to prepare themselves for. That's why you must work hard in your 20s, so that when you've got these responsibilities in your 30s, you're able to manage them.
Yeah.
You won't just say, fuck it, let me just find myself a young 2000.
Yeah. Why are you okay with you saying she's homeless, man?
I am the home. If she's without me, as long as she's without me, she's homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. A house is a house. It's a building.
Yeah.
That's it. I am the home. You understand? So if she is returning home, doesn't matter if I live in a shack. She's returning home.
Yeah, she's home.
You understand?
Yeah. It's tricky, man.
It's life. You know,
it's
life. Life has got challenges, but trust me, God wouldn't give me such challenges if I couldn't take them. You know, God doesn't test me with smaller things. You guys deal with the things that God gives you. It's fine because He knows that those are the challenges you can measure, and then me, He gives me the real big ones.
Yeah. Because you can
measure up to those. Yes.
Yeah. But you guys should talk, man. Like,
you cannot talk. You need to allow the person to remove the devil that's inside them first. That is what's going to open the lines of communication. That is it. When someone shows you who you are, don't try and repaint them.
Have you guys
who they are.
Signed like the divorce papers, like official?
I don't have any divorce papers. There's no divorce.
Oh,
there's nothing like
okay,
that.
that's positive.
No, why would there be a need for a divorce? For what?
No, I just wanted to know that.
No. She's my wife. I've chosen her as a wife.
Yeah, if she's your wife, just try, man. Like,
no, there's no such thing. Trust me, a wife needs to submit. You should not force. You should not beg. You should not plead. She should see for herself that, listen, I need to submit to my husband. That is it.
Yeah.
Yes, the goodness in her should speak to her. If there's no goodness in her, what good does it do for me to try and force it?
Yeah.
What good? Then she's going to come reluctantly against her will. No, I don't want that. I want her to voluntarily submit.
She will, man. She's your wife. You're the one who knows her.
Exactly. She will eventually. No, however long it takes.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to submit to her because I would be letting the devil win.
Yeah. Amen. Hey, yeah, let's take it back to the streets. We know that you're a khutman, you have a lot of advices and stuff. Lady Duke came out, gave young musicians some advice, right? Then you came out to say she's not suitable she's not on the right place to give advices. Why that?
Because that's the truth. And I explained why. I said that she cannot tell artists how to make money off of music when she doesn't make money off of music herself. She's not been able to successfully make money off of music. And showing us that you make money in your company, where you gig, where you do influencer campaigns and all that stuff, that's not showing us that you make money off of music. So now you're giving artists advice, but you're not even able to follow that advice. Like, you know?
Yeah.
You're just doing that so that you can post something so you can trend. That was it. So it's like, okay, fine. That's why I counted it. And obviously she fed into it, but imagine taking advice from Lady 2. Who has she helped? Whose career is where it is because of Lady 2?
It's only her.
No, it's not. Where is her career right now? You understand? It had all the potential,
Yeah.
but it's not living up to it. Where's her hit song right now? There's nothing. People are talking about this controversy. Why? Because it involves me.
Something else, man.
You understand? So, and what was the point of that post? She was just trying to brag and floss on people.
Yeah.
Nah, B. Nah, B. Don't do that.
Hey.
Don't do that.
Something else, man. Like when you talk about putting people on, man, it's like it's something that I talk about like most days, right? Like that's why I love Ricky. It's like he put a lot of people on, and most of those people that he put on today puts nobody on. It's like
That's the thing.
crazy.
That's
It's
the
like
curse.
Ricky puts you on, and then you close doors for the next people. Is like, why are you doing that?
That's exactly how the people are, because they feel threatened. They don't believe in themselves. So they feel like if the next person gets put on, they'll take their bread. You know, and I can't stand people who think like that.
Cause like,
Me, I don't fear anybody.
yeah,
You know, I'm not intimidated by someone. I'll put you on because, like, you don't.
Yeah.
You're not me, dog.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Even if I put you on, you're not gonna replace me. If there's something that needs me,
it's you.
it's me.
Yeah,
If it's something that needs you, it's you.
exactly.
That's it. I can't get in the way. You know?
Yeah.
And so, and that's it. It's inferiority complex. That's
It's crazy, man. Like the day Ricky passed on, is like a lot of us, like in youth, be like, yo, bro, like the guy is gone. Like, yeah, Ricky was our hope. Is like he was that guy. Be like, yo, this nigga can put anyone on any day.
Yeah, but that's also a pain on him. Just imagine the strain. Everybody who spoke to him wanted something from him, asked him for something,
Yeah,
begged him for something. Nah, that's no way to live.
yeah,
People don't care about you. No one calls me to check our app. They call me to see what they can get from me.
yeah,
I hate that. You know?
yeah.
I like check on me.
Oh, call you.
I'm a
It's
human.
just that.
Yeah, but I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
think it's the right time to call you. Like,
I'm just saying, just as a normal human being,
Yeah.
you check on people.
okay.
If you care about people, you check on them. Yo, are you good? I'm not calling you for anything. I'm just checking that you're good, clean. Sharp. Very simple. Yo, you have no idea how that can make someone's day.
Yeah, yeah.
That
that's
someone
true.
just
Yeah,
thought,
yeah, yeah.
hey, let me show this person that I'm thinking about them and I care. You know?
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I
how
took
far
a
that
lesson
goes.
from day to day. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, people don't do that. And that's exactly what, you know, killed Ricky. Because it's like, yes, I've done so much for so many people,
Yeah.
but they don't care about me. No one's checking up on me. You know?
Yeah.
Ricky used to check up on me.
Yeah.
A lot. Even before he passed away. You know, I had a long conversation with him, a 3-hour-long phone conversation.
Damn.
My phone died, charged my phone,
Yeah, yeah.
called again, airtime died, then said, okay, let's do it on FaceTime.
Yeah,
FaceTime,
yeah.
we spoke. You know, that was the last time I spoke to him.
Damn.
We spoke. We spoke at length, bro. We spoke. We have never spoken that long on a telephone
yeah.
conversation. Well, actually, our telephone conversations would always go long. Because we'd end up talking and then either his wife will say she needs him, or my wife will say, oh, she needs him.
Yeah.
Something like that. But, yeah, man. You know, it happened this year.
Yeah.
You know, this year is still not over. You know? And we're suffering. We're suffering. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got...
Are you okay? You mentally and stuff?
Yeah. I'm all good.
Yeah.
I'm all good, dog.
Yeah. Let's take it back to some of the stuff that happened after our interview. Cassper had a boxing fight with Pretty Ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you when you watched that, and how did you feel about the whole thing?
I watched it online, I think. I don't know. Did I watch it online? I watched the highlights. I didn't really watch it. I didn't really care too much for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, man. The Elias just sent me a link to the podcast that we're doing today.
Yeah.
So, I just need to save this and post it quickly on my Instagram stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, the Cassper thing with Pretty Ugly, I've spoken about that, man. Like, it was just sad for Pretty Ugly. Like, that's no way to go out, man. You know?
Yeah.
That's no way to go out. You know?
Crazy, man. Cause like I watched the whole thing. It's like 2 minutes inside. Like nah, bruh. It's super disappointing. It's like I was disappointed, man. Honestly.
Exactly. That was the whole entire thing. It's like super disappointing. It's like, okay, what is this boxing thing now? Is it just a money making ski, or like what are we actually? Are we doing something real? Are we doing something proper? You know, or are we just doing this for the sake of, you know, for clout or whatever it is that you know they feel they can get out of it? You know, it's just, for me, it's like, let's get back to the music. Why don't you just do a rap battle? You know, why do we have to like destroy everything by, you know, it's just, you know, I don't know. Why do we have to destroy everything by just doing clownish shit? Like, this is clown shit now. You know, it's clown shit. That's what it is. That's all it is, dog. It's like, we can't rap no more. You know, rap is dead. So let's just do some clown foolery. Let's Jake Paul ourselves, and then hope that it'll yield like positive results, but it doesn't.
Yeah. But I think it's good for entertainment, man. Like like you see how Jake Paul does it and stuff. I think it's super.
Yeah,
cool.
but that's because they've got a thriving rap game.
Yeah.
That doesn't need you to quit rap to start boxing in that country. So Jake Paul is not a rapper. He's not coming from rap to do that.
Yeah.
So now when you're coming from rap as one of the most successful rappers of all time, and your success is not able to translate into something that's sustainable or that you can maintain or you can grow, you know, now you have to go into clown city. You know, you have to be a cloud chaser. It doesn't bode well for the rest of rap. You know what I mean? Because these are our ambassadors. The most successful rappers end up becoming ambassadors for the sport, for the culture. And if they fall off, they make the whole entire thing look like a clown act. You know, it's a whole entire circus. Now SA hip hop looks like a circus right now. It is a circus. It's a clown show. You know. And that's why I was hell bent on bringing it down. Like I told you, I was hell bent on destroying SA hip hop because it needs to be rebuilt. You know, you don't renovate a building that's condemned. You put explosives in, you detonate the motherfucker, you excavate again, you build new foundations. And that's exactly what we're trying to do right now. We're building new foundations, and we're able to build these foundations with a more informed mind and more intentionally, because now we're able to share our knowledge and our insights with platforms like yours, you know what I mean? And we're not being controlled by a radio clock that only allows us to get a few questions in or answers in to specific questions that are already there to make us look some sort of way. You know, and that's the beauty of podcasting. Is that, you know, you can ask me a question however which way you want to, but I will answer it in the way that best suits how I want to present myself. You know, I can't allow you to clown me or make a fool of me. You know, and it is what it is. You watch the Andrew Tate Piers Morgan interview. Piers Morgan tried his best. That was on TV. It wasn't a full-length interview. He tried his best. He interjected him, but you know, Andrew Tate was solid. Same thing with Kanye. Kanye was solid. You know what I mean? And that's why we're able to speak for ourselves right now, because the media can't control how they present us.
That's the problem that they have. They cannot control this. What happens here?
They cannot. They can say, okay, no, let's not invite NOTA to our radio show or whatever. And then guess what they do? Wealthy now has an opportunity to speak with NOTA, and now Wealthy gets the numbers that they would have got. And now they've created another monster. You understand? That's it. They can't shut us down.
And they're not aware of that. Like,
Oh, they're aware. They're aware, but they're hoping that they can scare people away. That's it. The only thing is fear. So people are fearful. People don't understand. You know, people think, okay, DSTV, SABC needs to hire me, Showmax needs to hire me. They don't know that there's more people that are watching YouTube. You people that are on Showmax or on DSTV, you're not famous. No one knows you. No one knows you.
I don't watch TV, so
no, I don't know any of the actors. If the cast of The Queen were to go to a taxi rank, no one would ask for a picture. If I drive past the taxi rank, people tweet, NOTA drove past the taxi rank.
Same thing when you go to a club.
You know, it's a headline. you know.
Yeah.
And the guys that are sleeping on themselves and still waiting for a salary, they're going to be owned and controlled. They're the new slaves.
Yeah, yeah.
Our slaves are multimillionaires now. That's the thing. Because they just keep quiet.
Yeah.
Shut up and dribble. Shut up and act. Be a slave to the system. And then they make you look rich. Meanwhile, you've got no control of your own life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get like some demons, they be like, yo, you need to speak and you can't sleep now.
You can't.
Yeah.
You're awake at night because
yeah, you can't speak your truth.
you can't. And that's how the devil owns you.
Damn.
Mm.
Yeah. Few days ago, you said something about Cassper renting out the McLaren. And you've said that before that time, I don't remember, when did he buy it, rent or buy it?
You know, when he was given it to
When he
to
announced
influence it.
the purchasing of that car, you said he's renting it out.
No, I said they gave it to him.
Yeah, yeah.
I said he hasn't shown us the registration papers that show he owns it.
Yeah.
To this day, it's been almost a year.
Yeah.
Still no registration papers, nothing. Why? Because he's not the legal owner of the vehicle. If you check the car's registration papers, you'll see who the legal owner is. That's why he can't show, he has to hide them.
Damn. Yeah.
One day someone's gonna come there, take a picture of his disc, run the the things up, and then reveal the whole entire thing. It's a charade. But I mean, like, who loses when he lies like that? His family loses because he's the one who's digging himself into a hole. He's now had to get rid of his manager, Spike.
Yeah.
His road manager.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. But
announcement.
either way, Spike was being mistreated. Spike was doing all the dirty work for T-Lee. And T-Lee, obviously, is a terrible, terrible, terrible manager. You know, he's an opportunist. He was never like a great manager.
Yeah.
You know, Cassper popped off, luckily for him, and it looked like he was good. But who else has he ever worked with? What are these other success stories? And all we've seen from Cassper is a sharp rise and then steady decline after that.
Yeah.
You know, we're not seeing him maintaining, it's a decline.
Because when I saw that, I was like, whoa.
So now this guy's been to all of your shows. He's spoken to all the promoters. He's driven all the kilometers that you've been on the road. He's been there everywhere. You can't just fire that guy.
Yeah,
you can't. You're losing a
we're
lot.
no longer working with it. They mentioned all
But
the brands.
it's fine. It's fine. But I mean, like, so why are you doing that to him? Why couldn't you do that quietly?
Damn.
You understand? You're doing that to him. You're trying to humiliate him so that nobody works with him. No, we're gonna work with him. That guy is an asset. That guy is an asset. That guy's a hard worker. We know that guy's work.
Because he was super dropped. I was like surprised, like, what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that guy's an asset. And that's exactly what T-Lee does. He has to screw everybody over because he's not competent at what he does. So he can only lie, cheat, and steal to get ahead. That is it. There's no hard work. There's no planning. There's no genius ideas. None of that fucking shit.
Yeah.
None of it. Everything is a copied idea. Everything is someone else's innovation. And he's unable to actually do the job himself. And so how does he make sure that he protects himself? He blames other people for all the faults. And then when you blame other people, you have to fire everybody. You have to fire Pepper, you have to fire Spike, you have to fire Jude, you have to fire Bash, you have to fire all these guys.
Yeah.
You know? You're getting rid of the team bit by bit. The assets bit by bit. And now they're generating value elsewhere. They're still generating value. That just shows that you were wrong about them. Because if these people, you are able to fire them and they continue.
Yeah, special Bash, man.
You understand?
He's grown.
You understand? Yeah, he is grown. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even Jude, Rati, he's grown. He's out there, believe right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone is growing.
Yeah.
They're doing their own thing. And who's declining? Cassper.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And drowning in debt. Drowning in debt. You don't need that big mansion, dog. You're a rapper, dog. We know how much money you're making as rappers. We know how much money is being made in the industry. We know you can't afford that house, dog. But now you have to hold on to it because you've painted yourself in a corner. You know? And when NOTA exposes you, he's not trying to expose you to, nah, he's clowning you. He's making sure that now you do everything to hold on to this impression and everything else until it hangs you.
Why do you think he does
and then
that?
you self-destruct. Same thing I'm doing to Coffee. I put him under so, and then he self-destructs. Same thing I did to Mihlali. Look at her right now. Isn't she self-destructing?
But I saw you fighting for her like the other day for brands to pay.
No, I said, no, they must pay her or else.
Yeah.
They'll have to deal with me.
Yeah. I was surprised, like, yo.
I was just joking. I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. She's self-destructed. No brand is going to work with her. No one's going to take her seriously. No, she must just become a second wife.
Damn.
That's the only saving grace, and hope that her Tinderpreneur keeps his money.
Yeah.
Because we know how these guys come and go. And she must get some furniture, man. So at least she can shoot some nice content in her house.
Yeah.
Instead of having to shoot in hotel lobbies.
Damn, bro. What do you think about the fill-up coming up?
What, Philip?
Cassper fill-up is filling up his Come on.
It's not happening.
What do you mean? It's
That's not
happening.
happening.
I think on 2nd or 3rd of December.
Yeah. Anybody can make a poster and put a date. Yeah. It's not happening. There's no filling up of anything that's happening.
Why do you say so?
You can't do it. It's a lie. It's not happening. I'm telling you, it's not happening. It's a joke. You can't fire Spike and still do fill up in a couple months. The guy's got too much information, too much assets.
Yeah.
Your team is falling apart. Unless there's another event happening there and they're using Cassper's name to promote that event there, but it's not his event. He can't afford to host an event at the stadium. He cannot afford it. He cannot. He hasn't even paid for the previous events. He still owes Samro. As that for his previous events.
Yeah.
He hasn't even finished paying off DJ somebody for remote control. Come on. Ish, come on. Try another one. It's a stunt. He needs something.
Yeah.
But nah.
Because I also wanted to go to
What
fill
hit
up,
song is going
as
to...
long as it's in Gauteng, man. I need like
but
something
you're going to go
Joburg.
to Mafikeng on the
Nah,
3rd. No one's going to go to Mafikeng
I was
on the
thinking
3rd.
something like FNB,
No.
Stadium. Maybe
and
the
who,
dome.
who still lives in Mafikeng?
Maybe the
Who
dome
still
if he
lives there?
still
Who
can.
still lives there? People have moved to urban cities. People have moved to Pretoria and everything else.
Yeah.
So on 3rd of December, no one's there. These are small towns. Small towns are only packed from 16th December onwards.
Yeah. Because when I saw the posters, I was like, man,
Nah.
I can't go to fill up now.
Nah.
It's disappointing.
Nah, B, you're not going to drive to Mafikeng.
Then I check Bolt. The Bolt says 1K something. I'll be like, I'm not going. I'm not going. At least when I'm around Joburg, I know I can just go gig, Uber out, then I go to sleep at home. Then now it's somewhere I don't even know. I'm not going.
Yeah, exactly. And you're missing out on all the students, all the youth that travel to
Yeah.
Gauteng to come and study. You know?
Yeah.
And this is the last weekend before they go back home.
That's why Ricky took it to Bram. That's why.
The people are. He took
Yeah.
it to the people. To where the kids are. Exactly.
Because it was like,
You know?
How-
He could have done a pens down party.
yeah.
In the same place. But nah. In Joburg. But nah. He's not. So now he's trying to build up his name back home. In reverse. Not build from ground up. Build it
Yeah.
from stadium down. No. You can't. You need to build from ground up. Small venues. Up, build up, build up, build up, build up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you do it. He doesn't have a hit song. Doesn't have hit songs. I told you that Siatandana is his last hit of his career. I said that. I said,
Yeah.
bro, this is your last hit in your career. You'll never, ever again have another hit. Trust me. Was I wrong?
You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
When was this? Last year. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I said, you'll never, ever, ever again have another hit. And the biggest hit of your career isn't good. I put you on that song. You'll never be able to change that. It's your mother's favorite.
Yeah. That song bangs, man. Every time in the club it bangs, it's like, you know it's going down.
It's your sister Bettina.
yeah.
You know, time is
It
classic.
bangs.
It'll always
You know when the DJ is out of songs, they play those kind of songs. Like, the DJ doesn't know what to do. It's like, okay, let me put in good.
That's exactly
Yeah.
the vibe.
Damn, man.
That's exactly the vibe.
It's super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, man. I hope
Tell me.
it becomes successful, man, for the game.
why?
For the game, man, like for hip hop to go up. I saw some poster where he said, like, I think he's putting, I think there's a competition or something. He wants to put a new kid on, like artists. I think they submit songs or something. Yeah.
It's too late, Doc. You should have put people on when you were when you were still hot. You know. But now, putting people on when you're no
Yeah.
longer hot, no one trusts you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
No one trusts you with putting people on.
Yeah.
You know, so
Hey, let's
you
leave
can just
Cassper.
forget.
What do you think about the deadlines? Hey, Reese.
No, I didn't listen to it.
You lied.
Yeah, I listened to the one song that I liked. I listened to it once. I won't lie, I didn't play it again. Again, he's just declining. And, you know, he's trying to boost his brother's career. He's trying to start a Revenge Club Records. Dog, get your career in order first. Secure yourself, dog. You've got a fan base, right? But you won't have it forever, dog.
Yeah.
You won't have it forever. Secure yourself first, dog.
Because I saw you tweet that you should have dropped that one song with DJ
Why?
Maporis.
Dog, that's it. Just that one song. Drop that one song and make sure that it's a fire. And J. Jody, help your brother with writing. Give him vernac hooks and stuff like that. You know, do something.
Yeah.
Stop doing this thing of trying to now hop onto your brother's swag and saying, yo, no, we all gotta make it. No, you don't all gotta make it. Your brother's the rapper in the family, not you, bro. Accept that. Accept your brother's gift. It's not your gift.
Yeah.
Now you wanna take your brother's gift. No, dog.
But
No.
Reese is super good.
No,
man.
dog.
Like,
It's not exactly. Appreciate that your brother's great at this. Now, why would God make the mistake of making 2 world-class rappers in one family?
yeah.
No, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna spread out the talent. Give
I
give each
J.
man his
Jody
talent.
on the show. He said that it's a family thing. It's in the blood.
But that's the thing, is that he is using his brother. Imagine, he's a snake. He's like a python that starves itself so that it can eat you. Why would you keep a pet snake around you? Because it's starving itself so it can eat you. So that's exactly what he's doing. He's eating his own brother. He's eating his brother's success. He's making sure that his brother's success is stifled. His brother should be trying to get international tours right now.
Yeah.
He should be overseas, investing in growing his brand outside of South Africa. He hasn't done that. He should be investing in growing his brand on the African continent. He hasn't done that. He's far behind Blackie in terms of that.
Yeah.
He's far behind Blackie.
Far, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You were competing with Nasty C. Now you are far behind Blackie. You understand?
Yeah.
Nasty C at least has established his name on the continent.
Yeah.
He might not be big in America, but in Africa, Nasty C people know who he
Yeah,
is.
probably. Yeah.
You understand?
Popular, no, yeah.
But now, both of them are far behind Costa Titch and Blackie.
Yeah.
Just like I said. I said Costa Titch is going to be bigger than Nasty C and Aries.
Yeah.
Watch.
It happened.
Tell me, when have I ever been wrong?
Now Akon is listening to Costa Titch.
Which is what Nota said. No, Makwa.
Yeah. And they said it's crazy like Kanye. Damn, man.
You know?
Crazy.
So why would I listen to them? Why would I care what people have to think? Because they're wrong. Every time I say something, they're wrong about it. And they're so confident.
Yeah.
And they're wrong. They never come back to apologize.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to speak about?
I wanted to ask you, I always forget to ask this question, man. Last year, I think, I saw a video of you. I think you went to Makwa's crib or home. I think you were fighting about something, man. What happened there?
No, I wasn't fighting at something. He was just talking shit about me on a podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, I've done everything for you. When you got your girlfriend pregnant, I made sure you had money to go to a hospital, that you could have birth and everything else.
Yeah.
I fed you. I made sure that you were the highest paid person at Rap Life.
Yeah.
You understand? Makwa was paid millions at Rap Life.
Yeah.
Maybe over 2.5 million
Damn.
that he was paid at Rap Life. That he was paid in his time there, in his tenure there. The fact that he's got nothing to show for it just shows you what type of person he is. He squandered it. You know? He's
Yeah.
got a studio because I forced him to buy a studio.
Yeah.
You understand? The car he got, the company got him that car. He got himself a car.
Yeah.
Crashed it. Couldn't maintain it. Had to give it back to the dealership or to the insurance company or whatever to settle it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he self-destructs. And then when he self-destructs, he blames other people. Makwa's a 31-year-old man, dog. He's a grown man. He's not my child. I'm not his father. I didn't raise him. I didn't know him until he started working for me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Working for me.
Yeah.
Not me working for him. But what did I do? I worked for him. He worked for me, but I did the work for him.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
To ensure that he's secure. And he takes that, he slaps me in the face with it because he can't appreciate it. He did nothing. He didn't build his mother anything. He couldn't even improve his grandmother's house. There's a mkuku there on the side where he put his stuff. It's still a mkuku. He couldn't even take 300,000 and say, okay, let me upgrade my mother's house. Let me make it proper.
Crazy.
Fuck all. Didn't do fuck all. And then what he does he do? He sits there, he takes his Xanax, he takes his lean. I came to that house, I took the lean out of the fridge and I spilled
I
it.
saw that because you
Yeah,
were
exactly.
saying, yo, you're drinking lean and stuff. Yeah.
You're wasting your life away. And then you go into podcasts, you talk shit about me. But you're the one who's drinking lean. I've done everything for you, dog. I'm not your dad. You know?
Yeah.
You're ungrateful. When you go into a podcast, you should be saying, yo, I thank Nota for everything he's done for me. When Questa goes into a podcast, yo, I thank Nota. They don't do that. Why? Because they're bitches. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't fuck with bitches. I don't fuck with them. That's why they can't get around me. I don't care if you're a Questa, you're big, everybody celebrates you. No. You can't talk to NOTA. Why? Because NOTA doesn't talk to bitches. Because you're an ungrateful bitch.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what you are. You're an ungrateful bitch. This guy's done so much for you and your entire fucking family. This guy took care of you and made sure that you're in a position to take care of your own mother. You are ungrateful. Your mother can thank me, but you can't. I'll fuck you.
Hey man, it's super fucked up. You guys worked well, made whatever you
And
made.
And they want to steal from me. They want to take from me. They want me to be out there dead on the street. They want to, yeah, I noticed just some crazy guy who's a hobo who's lying on the streets.
It's crazy.
That's what they want for me. The guy who's done everything for them.
Yeah.
Where would they be without me?
And it's embarrassing because they know you well.
Imagine. Now they can watch me help everybody else but them. That's it.
Crazy, man.
That's it. Now they can sit and watch me. That's what they do. They sit and watch me. They get into the house, someone's put me on the TV.
And you're more relevant more than any of them.
You understand?
Shit, man. Hey, Grootman. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for another conversation. Keep this up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're investing in yourself. How far are you with your studies now?
Like, yes. I'm doing my second year.
Yeah. So when Fees Must Fall march, I was there in the marches with Kid X, with Younger Chief, with AKA. We were there to make sure that the cops don't shoot the students. Yeah. Because the cops won't shoot us because we're famous. We're there to block bullets. I'm serious.
I saw a picture of that, yeah.
Yes, we did that.
Yeah.
And then what happened? There was other marches after that in Bromfontein. And then what happened? There was no celebrities there to be bodyguards. And what happened? Someone got shot and killed.
Yeah, even last year.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Someone got shot and killed. Not even part of the students, but someone who was just passing by. He came from and he got shot and killed. Why? Because there wasn't someone like NOTA who was there to stop the cops from shooting. Because these are the only black lives that they value. Those of famous people, those of sports stars, those of musicians. You know. Yeah. So that just shows you. That's why I need to go out there and make sure that these cops, because I know that they won't shoot me.
Yeah, they won't.
You know, they won't, because they know that the consequences of that are dire for them.
Yeah.
You know, dire. They will be real serious consequences. Yeah. And that's how we protect and we're able to shield. And now you know that you've got NSFAS, you're able to do your podcast, you're able to get your education, and once you're done with your NSFAS, it becomes a bursary. Yeah. And who was standing there blocking bullets so that you can have a bursary?
Exactly.
It was us. The same guys. Why? Because we cared about the students, we cared about the future, because these are the people that buy our music. Yeah. These are the people that support our lifestyles.
Yeah, we're the one who comes to your events.
You come to our shows.
Yeah.
So, when you guys need us, we're there in the front of the fucking march with the students. And we don't then use that to go into parliament to get nice positions in the ANC or in the EFF and everything else, and now we forget about the struggle of the students. No, we're still there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at the Dakar True cover. What is that? That's a Jameson Hall, UCT.
Yeah.
You understand? Roads must fall. Fees must fall. We're there, visually.
Yeah.
We're saying we're with you.
We're not just tweeting,
No, we're not just tweeting, dog. You know?
Yeah.
And people just tweet.
Yeah, they're
not doing shit. They're not doing shit. And when their sister gets raped, they're gonna go and confront those cops. They're gonna tell them, go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pussy panado. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna tell them. Why? Because when NOTA was confronting those cops, you had shit to say about him, right?
Yeah.
So now you can't even call him and ask him for help. He's gonna remember, oh, you're the guy who was talking shit about me.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Thank you, Grootman, for standing in the line, standing for us, because you could have been shot. You put your life online. Yo, these are our people. These are our students. Yeah, thank you for that. Because, hey, man, even this funding of ours, if it wasn't for you standing up, we'd be like, yo, fuck you. Maybe I wouldn't have been funded today.
Exactly. Slick Talk wouldn't have been funded today.
Yeah.
You know, how many kids are funded thanks to NSFAS?
See.
You know, because we took up that fight. And we didn't do it for ourselves to get positions.
Yeah.
Not like the PYA.
Yeah.
You know? Because those guys are nice now. They're in parliament, they get 1.8 million rand a year salaries and all that type of stuff. And the students are still suffering. You know, they still have got issues. Yeah. Some of them, in this fast, it takes time to pay. You know, you have to follow up. You're lucky that you're here in Randburg.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a nice area. But those ones who are studying in other places, you're studying at University of Venda, you're studying in the University of Limpopo. There's another guy who I've taken in as an intern. He's also studied through NSFAS. NSFAS paid his fees.
Yeah.
I helped him get extra pocket money. He's now moved up to Joburg. You know, he studied law.
Yeah.
NSFAS.
I think I know him. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So that's the thing. We're improving people's lives. We're saying, okay, fine, if NSFAS is going to ensure that these kids are able to get an education, right?
Yeah.
Let's help them make money so they can also have a living. Because we know that NSFAS doesn't cover everything.
Yeah.
That's it.
Khotman, thank you for coming.
I've said bye 3 times now. This time, it's for good.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Until next time.